In our recent Sungate flip report, we devoted a good part of it to explaining what these images are and where they come from. Hello, I'm Nancy.
And I'm Jetson. And in this Flashes and Fleets at the Sungate report, we'll go deeper in to decoding the sun telescope images distributed via NASA's web portal.
For those who understand that NASA and its supposed space missions are fake, we have to address why these sun telescope images are real.
The reality is, not all the images provided through NASA's web portal are real. For example, these EUVI images of the sun's turbulent, fiery surface are pure CGI, or computer-generated imagery.
Wow! The timestamps went through a 24-hour period, yet the sun barely moved. So yes, NASA is completely false, top to bottom. But the sun telescope images we're reporting on are not produced by NASA.
No, they are not, Nancy. The images we're reporting on are filmed by order of the Holy See by Vatican astronomers in their own private observatory, operating the most advanced telescopic and photometric technology available in the world, which is the LBT, or Large Binocular Telescope.
Yes, the Vatican's LBT films the Earth's Sungate and orrery around the clock, and NASA has nothing to do with the production of these images. NASA's only role is to provide a web portal for their distribution.
So, the Holy See is providing real, working technology to their astronomers, which is in itself compelling evidence that there's something up there that's real and worth filming 365, 24/7. But we have another convincing case in point, and that is that events and timestamps between the two main orrery views being filmed by the LBT can be matched up.
If you have not watched our Sungate flip report, it may be difficult for you to understand what's next, because we'll be using LBT images to introduce the intriguing idea that without the assistance of time travel, it's impossible to safely enter this domed realm. The Jetson White channel has been reporting on time travel being used at the Sungate for the past 5 years. You won't find this information anywhere else because Jetson's the one who discovered it.
Like everyone who sees these images, I was completely stymied at first, but my desire to decode their secrets was strong enough to keep me watching until eventually I was able to identify several repeating patterns.
It's beyond the scope of this report to cover all of the patterns he found, but after tracking them over time, Jetson was certain of 2 facts. First, Earth's skies are run by technology. And second, Earth's skies are overloaded with UFOs.
The sky technology being referred to is the orrery, which is God's creation. The entry point into the orrery is the Sungate.
The UFOs that are overloading our skies are the fleets in the title of this report. To add validity to the idea that UFOs are here, listen to what Vatican astronomers say about it.
Up on top of Mount Graham in Arizona, there's an observatory complex that consists of 3 very high-powered telescopes. One is that Vatican Advanced Technology Telescope. There's a radio telescope, and then there's one called the Large Binocular Telescope. This is the most powerful telescope in the world. In fact, they told us they can get better images of space than the Hubble Space Telescope can. Now, attached to this telescope is an infrared camera named Lucifer. And the infrared spectrum is also very useful for seeing things that can't be seen with the naked eye. And many UFO researchers have noted that you can see a lot of ships and entities that you normally can't see.
The day that we spent it on Mount Graham, the entire day there, we had the Jesuits speaking to us face to face. We also had systems engineers. It was astonishing the access that they gave us. And one of the things we found amazing in the use of the Lucifer device and even the other telescopes is how commonly the astronomers spoke of UFOs. We were just taken back by the fact that it was almost a nuisance to them that there are so many.
The vast amount of fleets that are here is directly related to the upcoming Rapture event. But it was the flashes that led Jetson to discover that time travel technology is being used at the Sungate.
Exactly. When I discovered that profoundly dramatic flashes like these are showing up at the Sungate, further investigation revealed that these flashes can be directly connected to mass numbers of fleets suddenly appearing in the orrery. And when you consider that some of these light beams are as wide as planets, profoundly dramatic is not an exaggeration.
Jetson discovered that these spectacular flashes could be matched up across camera views to images showing full screens of UFO fleets flying in formation.
Because the flashes and fleets were happening within minutes of each other, it was clear there was a correlation between them. And because the flash always happens before the fleets appear, the flash was obviously the catalyst for the appearance of the fleets.
But how did Jetson know that the flashes are indicative of time travel? And that it's a particular type of time travel called time tunneling. Well, that's a whole other report.
Remember, if it takes time travel to safely enter this realm, it follows that it also takes time travel to safely exit. And in our next report, we'll be covering the technology for not just an exit through the Sungate, but a mass exodus.
Meanwhile, for more examples of flash and fleet timestamp matchups, Please watch the Space-Time Cowboy Report.
We'll leave you now with this October 14 footage of eye-popping UFOs from a live Canadian webcam that look like they're right out of a Star Wars movie. And then immediately following will be more flashes and fleets from the LBT images. Thank you for watching.
Enjoy.